Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the weekly weather briefing for the National Weather Service Peachtree City office. I'm Sid King, and I'll be walking you through a run-through of what to expect this coming week. So to begin, just an overview. First of all, we've had a very dense tropical air mass dominating the region this past week, and that's brought about record high maximum and minimum temperatures the last few days. There is a front currently positioned along central Georgia, and that's going to be bringing drier conditions into northern Georgia and give us a little relief from those warm, humid, summer-like conditions. There's a high pressure that's positioned in the northeastern U.S., and that's going to allow for the development of cold air damming wedge on Friday in the northern parts of the state, and that's going to have that's the highest chance of showers on Friday. And also those showers and the clouds that develop that day are going to decrease those high temperatures as well. Mostly the precipitation is going to be showery. There might be an isolated thunderstorm or two, but we don't anticipate any severe threat associated with the wedge that develops on Friday and Saturday. After that wedge clears out, another cold front is going to pass southward through the region beginning Sunday night and going into Monday and stalling out in the southern part of the state. There will be showers and thunderstorms ahead of the front, but the severe potential appears to be low, and that could be subject to change as the front approaches and we get more confident in our models and the consensus between those models. Much cooler temperatures are expected early next week as that front passes through. That's going to be a major air mass change. That's going to be more fall-like conditions instead of these warm, humid, summer-like conditions we've been seeing. And then finally, we don't anticipate any tropical development in the next 5 days. So first of all is a look at the temperatures, and on the left-hand side of the screen you'll see our temperatures from yesterday, and you'll see a large swath in the southern and central part of the state of 90s and mid-90s, and that's all because of that tropical air mass that's been dominating the area, and that's led to multiple records being broken in the last few days. As you can see here in this stationary front here in the central part of Georgia, there's high moisture to the south and low moisture to the north of that, and that low moisture to the north is going to inhibit the rainfall chances in that area. So that's going to keep the precipitation in southern Georgia today. And another feature that we're looking at is there's a high pressure in northeast just to the west of Maine, and that large high pressure is going to help wedge into the area in Georgia, and that's going to be something we're going to be keeping an eye on tomorrow and Saturday. Earlier, that high pressure system is going to be in the northeast around Maine. That's going to develop moist air, which will overrun the moist air from the east is going to overrun the cold air damming from the high pressure wedge in North Georgia. That's going to lead to enhanced cloud cover and scattered showers and some isolated thunderstorms. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the precipitation chances and the 30% all throughout the central and northern part of the state. And there will be lower chances as that high moves out and then the wedge loses its support, and there's only going to be slight chances of precipitation that day. And of course, the higher cloud coverage is going to drop those high temperatures from the 90s into the mid-80s. So the next feature we'll discuss is the cold front, and you can see in the central part of the state there, that's an image from Monday, and we expect that to move into the area late Sunday night and pass southward through Monday. This is where we're going to see our highest rain chances of the week in the 40 to 50% range as that front moves south and then stalls in South Georgia. And the image on the left-hand side of the chance of precipitation is for Monday afternoon. That's where those highest precipitation chances are going to be. Once again, the severe threat looks minimal, but we're not fully confident with the model guidance this far out. So we'll take a better look at that as we get closer to it and at the severe potential. So the cold front itself will bring about major air mass change. More fall-like conditions can be expected starting on Tuesday. On the left-hand side, I have the before the cold front, and then on the right hand, I have the after the cold front images. And we have a major change, as you can see, and some of those temperatures in the northern parts of the state will be in the 40s up in the mountains for the lows. So major change there, and that's something I know we're all looking forward to. So to illustrate the point from the last couple of things we talked about, we have the 7-day forecast here, and this illustrates some of the changes we'll see. Those low temperatures are going to stay pretty steady in the next few days in the 60s. The high temperatures will drop a little bit due to those rain chances and cloud cover that we have from the cold air damming wedge over the mountains. And then those temperatures will drop in earnest Monday and Tuesday as we get that cold front moving through. So these are 4 locations throughout Georgia, and that just illustrates the change there throughout the week. The 7-day rainfall forecast is less than a quarter of an inch for most of the area for next week, except in the southeastern part of our region, where it's between about a quarter and a half inch. Most of the rainfall is expected Monday ahead of that cold front, but there are no excessive rainfall risks put out by the Weather Prediction Center. Hurricane Ophelia is currently moving to the northeast and is no threat to our area, and currently no other areas of interest in regards to tropical cyclone development. So I know that after the last couple of events we've had, that's some welcome news there. And finally, an 8 to 14-day outlook for just a heads up on the week after next. We can't give you a deterministic forecast that far out, but we can give you a little bit of an idea of what the trend is going to look like. So it looks like there's a 30 to 40% chance it'll be wetter to normal in that week period, and about a 60 to 70% chance it'll be warmer than normal as well. So once again, to recap what we talked about in the briefing, the tropical air mass dominating the region has brought about record high maximum and minimum temperatures the last few days. But a front along the central Georgia, currently positioned there, is bringing in some drier conditions in the north, and that's going to inhibit the rainfall chances in the area. High pressure in the northeastern U.S. will allow for the development of a wedge on Friday, and that's when the highest chance of showers at that feature is going to be, about 30% chance. Showers and clouds will decrease those high temperatures Friday, and then that high pressure will move out Saturday. The wedge will lose its support and dissipate. No severe threat is anticipated because of the wedge. And then on Sunday night and into Monday, another cold front will pass southward through the region. Showers and thunderstorms are likely ahead of the front, and the severe potential appears low, but that could be subject to change as the models begin to agree more on a consensus as we get closer to it. There is a major air mass change associated with this front, and that'll lead to much cooler temperatures early next week, more fall-like conditions, and that'll be a major relief. And finally, no tropical development expected in the next 5 days. That concludes the weekly briefing. We will have the slides up posted, and we'll also post a recording of this afternoon for those of the people that weren't able to get sound there. That'll be up on YouTube and social media, so we'll have that there shortly. Thank you all very much for attending, and you have a great day.